everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking about the fastest cars in Emergency Hamburg. So we're literally going to be looking at every single one of the top cars in the game, and yeah, we're just going to be reviewing them, seeing which ones are fastest, and yeah, let's get started. So obviously from the bottom is like the slowest vehicles, but then you work up in the speed to the faster vehicles, and this is where around here is where it starts to get really quick. So we could probably start off with the BMW M5, which is a pretty modest car, and it's only 255,000 euros, and it's got a horsepower of 295, and that's nothing compared to what the top cars in the game can do, trust me. So 240 kilometers an hour max speed. Let's spawn in and have a look. So yeah, this car is very cheap. I mean, it's not very cheap, but you know, it's like a modest price. It's like kind of a mid-range vehicle in this game probably, and it's pretty quick. So as you can see, great acceleration. I'm going to get a speeding ticket very quickly, but yeah, you can see we're just zooming around the place. I mean, it steamrolls down the roads, man. I mean, 130, 40, 50, whoa. Yeah, probably not good for turning corners at like 200, but it's a very good vehicle. I mean, look at this, we're cruising down the road. It's like goes yeah, 140, 150, 100, whoa, 200. You see that you went top speed there for a second. Yeah, that's what I find. You can actually easily max out cars if you go down a slope or anything. It's very easy to max them out. But anyway, you know, in conclusion, M5, it's a great car, man. It looks great, and it's a good car if you just want something quick for not like a crazy price. But as you'll see, okay, later in the video, things are going to get very, very expensive. So next up, let's move on to the Porsche 911, which is actually only about 40k more, but it goes like 55 horsepower more and 30 kilometers an hour faster, which is quite a significant increase for not a huge cost. And you can see this car, it's a great car, and yeah, it's rapid. I mean, look at that acceleration, even faster than the M5. I mean, you can just see how it takes off. Like, let's just like line up here and go. Here we go, boom, and it just zooms off. There you go, look at that. 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whoa! And we smoked, absolutely smoked the M5 there. If we were doing a drag race, this would easily win, I think. And yeah, I mean, great. It's a great vehicle. It's quick, it looks great again, like I mentioned for the previous one, and it goes really quick. I mean, look at that. We're going like 270 there on the ground. I don't know why, but isn't that over the speed? No, the limit on that car is 270. So yeah, pretty good car, quite expensive though. It's getting quite expensive now. So if we move on to the so this car is basically the exact same. It goes 5 kilometers an hour faster, 10 more horsepower. So basically no difference. Your choice if you want to get the convertible or not, but it's like 5k more, which is okay, I guess. And it's much more worth the money actually, that speed. Anyway, now we've got the Stuttgart GMA commute, so basically just ignore this. It's not really part of the fastest cars, and this one, it doesn't really compete with the Porsche that we just did, which was 350 by the way. This one is still a bit slower, so we ignore that one. This is where it starts to get quicker. So I don't actually own this car and I can't afford it, but this one is where it starts to get really like 400 horsepower, 300 kilometers an hour, you know. 400 grand though, it's quite a lot compared to 300 over here. It's not a significant increase, so it depends if you want to get that car for you. But now this one I do own. Okay, this is this is the second fastest vehicle in the game. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Okay, it's the second fastest, and or actually it's tied. Well, in terms of acceleration, it's the second fastest. In terms of max speed, it's the third with the Lamborghini, but obviously this one's 430,000. You do need the electrical vehicles game pass, which costs about 249 Robux, so it's quite expensive, but the speed and like the value, oh my god, this car has similar acceleration to the Bugatti, which is 1 million by the way, and this car is only 450,000. And look how quick this thing, it's just immediately you can just tell the difference between this and like the Porsche for example, or the BMW. Like, look at this, it just takes off, and obviously that is because it's electric. This is definitely a huge contribution to that, but yeah, it's really good for the price. Obviously that is a bit because it's a Game Pass, but I mean, look at this thing, we're just flying, man. I came from the dealership in like 10 seconds there. That was very quick. Okay, you can't fault this car, you cannot fault it. It looks great. I mean, you know, it's very fast in real life as well. It matches it in real life. It's like the same car, man. They are very quick and they're great value. So yeah, honestly, I would really recommend this vehicle for just about everybody if you don't want to splash 1M on the Bugatti, which is just a bit ridiculous. I kind of had to because, well, I mean, I don't have any other options, do I? Anyway, this car, yes, it's up here in the price, but it's actually nowhere near as fast as the car we just drove, so we're just going to skip that one. Obviously now is the Lamborghini, which I don't have, unfortunately, but I'm going to get every car in the game eventually and do a review on every single one in one video, so just stay tuned for that. But anyway, as you can see, 430 horsepower, it's identical to the car we just drove for 100k less. I mean, that's great, and let's be realistic here, you aren't going to max out the speed often, so I think these are basically the same car. It just depends on which one you like more. Do you like the looks of this one more or this one? I don't know, you choose, but they're pretty much the same vehicle in terms of specs. And obviously we got the Montluit National GT. This is the I don't know, I forgot what this one's called. I think it's like a Bentley or something. Yeah, it is that. And as you can see, only 20 more horsepower than the Porsche and the Lamborghini, but it goes 5 kilometers an hour faster, okay, but it's way more expensive. But do keep in mind, this is a luxury car, and also this is on discount, 15% discount, so this would normally be, I don't know, you can do the maths, it'll normally be like, what, like 650k, nearing 700, quite a lot, just in my head. And then obviously we got the best vehicle in the game. This one's a beast. I mean, you can see the bar here is just full all the way to the top. Max speed top, horsepower top. I mean, 470. It's only 40 more than the Ferdinand Vivo, and it's only you know, like 40 kilometers an hour faster, but it's 1 million. I mean, just being able to say I own the most expensive car in the game, it's just pretty cool, isn't it? So here it is. I don't know why I have it in green, but I do. So I mean, look at this, it just takes off. I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy car. It's got a crazy price tag to match, and yeah, it just zooms down the roads, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's the best car in the game. Obviously only the richest players are going to be able to get this, because this takes ages, man. I mean, I mostly got it because like people pay me money just because they want to donate me money, which I really appreciate, by the way, because it lets me get loads of fast cars like this. Whoa, and I just completely destroy them. Imagine like when the damage got to 0, you have to buy it again. But yeah, yeah, that's the only reason I have this. But if you're just robbing stuff to get this will take you ages, and yeah, probably weeks. And yeah, I don't know, let me know, do you have the Bugatti? Let me know in the comments. It's the greatest car in the game. Whoa, and now it's gone. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. That was the fastest cars in Emergency Hamburg. Do you have any of these? Do you want any of these? Let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.